folks, welcome back. Worm here, the Worst of Rock&Metal. Let's see, last week we had almost 10 people watch. That's about half of my entire life's sales worth of records, so that's pretty good in my book. Then again, my book is written with crayons on napkins at a restaurant, so not really all that good. This week I was thinking we could maybe record a song. We'll get Reaper going in the back, show you some basics, lay down some tracks, make some noise. It's fun. The song's probably going to suck, but it's fun nonetheless. I'd like to thank this week Mr. Michael Parr. It's all his fault. I got into recording things on the computers. About 20 years ago, he introduced me to Cakewalk guitar tracks. We had Fruity Loops as our drummer. We made some noise. We had some fun. Wrote some songs. Recorded them. Life is pretty good. So let's get this thing going.
Hi folks, howdy. We are going to write a song. I've got a brand new session of Reaper open. I only have one track up here. That's a track I'm talking to. You can see the little lines going up and down. That's me. So what we're going to do is we will add some tracks. Control T on your keyboard adds the tracks. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we will go up to Insert. Virtual Instrument on New Track. And we will choose Easy Drummer 3. That is my drummer. Hit OK. Hit Yes. It's going to bring up our Easy Drummer 3 screen. So from here, I am looking for a count-in, a 4-beat count-in. I know that lives in this modern kit. So I'll open that kit up. We'll go into Grooves. And right here we have count-in. So we got a straight 4/4. I'm going to drag this off screen quick so I can drag that right over here. So if we go to the beginning, and we put it on the correct track right here, and we hit play, we have a 4 hi-hat count-in. I don't hear well. I don't hear hi-hats all that great. So if we double-click on the MIDI file, that brings up the keyboard. All the keys are a different instrument on the drum kit. I think this guy is a pretty obnoxious tom sound. So what I do is, if my mouse wants to behave, is I insert a tom hit to correspond with the hi-hat. So it gives us a nice loud count-in. So if we play it again now, all right, we have 4 count-in. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add a guitar track. So we'll go up to track number 2, hit the FX button. I have effects chains already saved, so I don't have to add these all these things to the guitar track every time I want a new one. I use the Amp Hub. It's a subscription-based model. I think I got it on Black Friday for $80 for a year, which is much cheaper than buying high-end equipment for my little gig I do here in one of my office rooms at the house. I already have the old rock blocker set up. I usually take that off when I'm digging through guitar sounds. This is our Amp Hub interface. It's pretty cool. It has a guitar tuner. Always good to tune your guitar. We got some pedals here. We have some distortions. I think we have some compressors, phaser, drop taver, all the ers, and it's actually these very familiar looking products are just kind of changed a bit for copyright issues, Tube Screamer, all that fun stuff. Over on the other side, we have another effects. This will be all of our modulation kind of things, our choruses and delays and reverbs. This little guy looks like a 412. It's your cabinets. So you have all sorts of different cabinets you could choose from. Once again, they kind of change the names around a bit to avoid copyright stuff. You could choose whatever cabinet you want, speakers. You could choose what microphone you want. You could choose where to place the microphone. You choose how far away to have the mic from for the cab and the angle of the mic. Also, you can do 2 different cabinets. So if you want to switch your speakers and microphones around a bit, that's pretty cool. And in the middle, the guy that looks like a Marshall head, we've got all sorts of choices of different amps. Once again, they will look very familiar. Just a little change in names to avoid the copyright infringements. Yeah, these things will look very familiar. To cut back on some time, I am just going to pick a guitar sound that's already kind of already tweaked a bit, so I don't have to sit here all day. So first thing we'll do is I will tune my guitar. Fun stuff. That's close enough for demonstration purposes. So we can do a couple things right now. You can just play around with some riffs if you want to. Got anything you're playing with? Or we can go into our little drum program and we can throw a drum beat in and just kind of jam to it. So let's go to the drum kit from hell. Woohoo! We'll do a basic beat. See what this guy sounds like. Boring. Still boring. Yeah, see what this guy is. There you go. Good old Living After Midnight intro. We'll drop him down. And we'll copy and paste him a bit. Just so you know, Reaper defaults to 120 beats per minute. If you want to change that, you can. And we probably will. But we'll keep it there at 120 to start. And we'll play this little drum beat and we'll see where it goes. Pretty basic little riff. So generally what you'll want to do is you want to double track your guitars. So we can duplicate this track. So we'll have the same exact amp model, but then we'll delete the actual guitar track. Let's see if I can remember what I just did right here. Very good. Generally what I'll do is I will pan all that to one side, then I'll duplicate it all again. So I'll throw in my amp hub here. So I did a dual rec before, so this time I will try something a little different. So we have different sound. We'll go with dun, 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 dun. Hey, it's not a dual rec. I don't think we want two of those. Hey, this is the built-in free emissary amp you can get from STL Amp Hub. So let's give this a try. See if I can do it again. That was a little noisy. I like it. Two guitar tracks for the most part. We double track the left, we double track the right. So we'll take this guy, we'll pan all the way to the left, take this guy, pan all the way to the left, take this guy, pan all the way to the right, take this guy, pan all the way to the right. We're going to delete this variation one thing because I messed up with the drums earlier. And what I will add is I have a bass plugin. I'll bring this guy down. Bass plugin. This actually sounds pretty good. Let me grab my bass. All right, we're back with the bass. And I believe my bass is right here. So arm this track up. It's kind of cool. It has built-in tuner. Excellent. So I'll get this guy out of the way. Let's see if I can remember what we did 2 minutes ago. So we got our bass on there. Hooray. There's actually a cool plugin I like. See if I can find him real quick here. I'll bring him down. So we can add plugins to channels we already recorded. So there's a cool plugin. It's a free plugin. It's called Bass Overdrive. There he is. So we can add him to the party. You can go back. We can isolate just our bass. All right, so remember I said this all defaulted to 120 beats per minute. What if we want to speed it up a little bit? So what we could do is we can put our cursor up around in here, right click, we can do an insert tempo time signature marker. We'll crank him up to 160. Bam. And it's in the wrong spot. Let's try that again. Control Z makes that go away. Take Mr. Cursor. We'll place him right here. Right click. We'll do the same thing. 160. So let's grab a new drum track. I already tried this one. It sucked. We're going to drag this guy. Put him right here. So he's going to come in at 160 per minute. And we'll just kind of paste him into ad nauseum over here. So what I also did is I changed the record button to an auto punch. So instead of recording normal, which will start recording as soon as you arm a track, hit record, this will only record within an area you select, which is kind of cool because that first riff we wrote was legendary. So what we'll do is we take our cursor, we'll start it wherever we want to start it, and what we could do is we'll keep dragging this guy. All right, see if I can't get this guy. There we go. We'll just drag him on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. On and on, on and on. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to play for that long, so. We'll go back to where we started. Gonna hit that. Go up here to my guitar I want to play. And we'll start making we're good there. We'll do the same thing. Next, just going to double up all our tracks. So through the magic of speed and innovation, we'll probably get this part a little quicker in the video. So then what we'll do is we take this guy. We find and we glue him with this guy. Yep. This guy, that guy. Hit glue, and boom, you have one cool bass again. Look at that. Alright, so that is 2 riffs. I think we're probably going to kill it at 2 riffs. It's already going to be like forever making this thing, so maybe we'll do a little solo or something over the second part. Give me a second. Alright, so say if we want to do a little solo in this beginning part, just to show you. So what we'll do is we'll add a new track. Go back to our effects chains down yonder. Put in our new amp hub guitar. Hit OK. Drag this guy down. And I think there's one that sounds pretty good in here. I think it's called like Liquid Solo or something like that. Liquid Solo. See how that sounds. Alright. So I'm going to put this back into normal record mode. I'm going to arm this track. I'm going to bring her back to the beginning. And we'll just make a little noise over that first noisy part. So what we'll do is a little lead over this little extra noisy part in the beginning. Alright, so, didn't say it was going to be a good solo, or it was going to be in key, but it's a solo nonetheless. So, we got that little turd in there. I can't play solos twice, so I'll just duplicate it. Generally what I'll do is I'll just look for another solo-y kind of sound. Leading the way. That sounds wonderful. So if we play these guys... Alright, so almost done with this big old pile of stuff. Next, this is where the world gets really scary. We're going to insert a new track. I'm going to go to my effects chain. I'm going to do lead vocals. And I'm the worst singer on the planet. And we'll just make something up as we go along. So this one goes in my input number 2. If I arm it. Hello, hello. There we are. Hey, I'm in stereo. Very cool. Let's see what we could do here. So I'm going to do another little punch. I already got the punch if it started here. And we'll take him to the end, and I'll cure world hunger and everything else that may be happening on this planet with my awesome vocal delivery. And I will hit record. I love chicken. It tastes great. It's my favorite food, yeah. I write stupid songs, yes I do. I do it, and it rules. I can't write songs, but I do it anyway, and I put them on the internet. I make up things as I go along, and you have to hear my horrible voice. Then I will eat more chicken, because chicken is always the best choice. Good stuff, huh? Then what we'll do after my little chicken improvisation here, I'll do another punch. Then we go to the end and we'll just play some more noisy guitar. I'm usually better at noisy guitar than I am at stupid vocals. So we'll take him off. We'll put him back on. What the hell? We'll do it 2 at once. As always, the best choice. So boom, that is probably the worst song on the planet, but it's a song. So I'll show you how we make this into a little bit less of a mess. All right, we're back. Let's try to clean this thing up a bit, at least a little bit. So if you remember correctly, back on the first couple guitars we did here, remember I said we took off the Rock Blocker 2000 here? I'm going to put it back on. We'll do it quick without it so you can hear all the guitar noise, how crappy it is. Alright, all sorts of noise. So if we go back into our rock blocker, we turn him back on, we go to the preset of tight metal rhythm, because this is the tightest of all metal rhythms ever. I had to do that through all the tracks now, so bear with me. Alright, I think I got them all. Let's go back to the beginning. We'll hit play again. It should be a lot quieter. Look at that. Chicken. It tastes great. It's my favorite food, yeah. I write stupid songs, yes I do. I do it, and it rules. I can't write songs, but I do it anyway, and I put them on the internet. I make up things as I go along, cause you have to hear my horrible voice. Then I will eat more chicken, because chicken is always the best choice. There you go. Chicken is the best choice song. Best song ever. So once we get all this nonsense done, we go up to file. Actually, you should probably save your work as you're going along. If I don't miss, the world won't miss this if it doesn't happen. We go to render. And this is episode 2, the song. We're going to do the master mix, the entire project. We'll bounce it down to an MP3. And we'll give it a decent bit rate. And, yeah. Hit render one file. But we can fix that. Because in my effects, in the master channel here, besides this little broadcast thing so I can do this goofy video, I have a master channel effect. And this guy's got to go after everything. So all they did was add some compression, some limiter, some loudness peaks. And in theory, if we go to render this bad boy again, it should take care of most of my mess. And we'll do an incremental 5. There we go. We just wrote a song together. So I am the worm. I am the worst of all rock and metal. It's a given. They don't get much worse than me. That's this week's little episode. And you heard from my lovely, lovely voice that I cannot sing. I do have a surprise coming up. I paid for some lessons, so it should be fun. Thank you all. Have a great day. Enjoy your long weekend and take care.